Hello students of class 12 cbse computer science with Python. Welcome to TechBox 247. In this video, we are going to learn about the topics under the computer networking. Okay, so this is a very important topic when coming to the exam point of view, and it is very interesting topic. Okay, so to learn this computer networking is very important on exam point of view. Okay, today we are going to learn the topics like introduction of computer networks and its advantages, and types of networks such as LAN, WAN, MAN and PAN. Okay, so whether you are at a home streaming your favorite shows, or if you are at a work sharing the files with your colleagues, or you are simply browsing the internet, so the computer networks are very important as they are the heart of our digital lives, right? But what exactly is computer networking and why is it so important? Let us break it down. Come on, let us move on to the video quickly. So the computer networking is all about connecting the different devices to share resources and information. Okay, so what are the resources? So this is including the computers, servers, printers, or even the smartphones. Okay, so the computer network is used for connecting the different devices to share the resources and the information. Okay, so the resources such as computers, servers, printers, or even the smartphones. Okay, so networks can be as small as single home setup, or it can be as vast as entire internet. Okay, this is said to a network. So we can see the definition here. The collection of interconnected computers is called as computer network. So what is meant by the term interconnected? The term interconnected means I'm drawing one computer here and connecting that with many other computers in the network. So why we are connecting the computers like this? To share the resources in between. Okay, to share the files in between. For example, our real-time example. So during the COVID time, or still now during the online meetings, so the peoples will be used to share the links with each other through this network. So for that, we should make the computers interconnected through the network. Then only we can able to send and receive the mails to and from the computer. So this is called as interconnected computers. See this. And the next point is, two computers are said to interconnected if they are capable of sharing and exchanging the information and resources. What it means, what I have said you before is this point. So two computers are said to get interconnected. The main point is to share and exchange the informations and the resources. Okay. So why should we care about the computer networking? Well, there are several ways we are having the key advantages. Let us see one by one. Before that, see this diagram of computer networking. So this is a computer network, the World Wide Web, which is connected to these computers. Several computers are getting connected through the internet, right? Even the printers and the desktop, laptops are getting connected in the internet. The second diagram shows that this is your internet and this is the firewall. So this is your modem, and this modem is connected with printer, PC, laptop, tablet, mobiles, etc. So this firewall is making us to protect our computers if any malwares or if any viruses is coming to and from the computer. So this firewall is mainly used for protecting our systems, okay, from any malwares. So let us see the advantages line by line. So the first advantage is resource sharing. So resource sharing is nothing but networking. It allows multiple devices to share the resources. Okay, so for example, if you are having printers, files, okay, so we are sharing the resources like the files through the printers via the internet connections. So let us see all those things line by line. The second one is reliability, and the third one is cost effective, and the last advantage is communication medium. Let us see all the advantages line by line. So coming to resource sharing, it means to make all the programs, data and peripheral devices available to anyone on the network irrespective of the physical location of the resources and the user. So what this definition means, so the resource sharing is nothing but we are making all these programs, data and the peripheral devices available to anyone. So whom and all using those computers, they can get an access to all the other peripheral devices available on the network to share some datas. Okay, for example, in your computer laboratories we are having many computers like this. Okay, and this is your printer. This is your printer and this computer is connected with the printer. All these computers are connected with the printer through the network. If we want to take any printouts from this computer, number one computer, then we can connect it through the internet. Okay, connect it to the network and we can take the printout easily. So likewise we can do for all other computers and so on. So it means that to make the programs, data and peripheral devices available to anyone on the network irrespective of the physical location of the resources and the user. Okay, so this is your a fine example for this resource sharing. Okay, hope you all understand the topic of this resource sharing. Let us move on to the next advantage is called reliability. What is mean by reliability? It means to keep the copy of a file on two or more different machines. So if one of them is unavailable due to some hardware crash or any other, then its other copy can be used. So the example is, if I am having the data in one computer, okay, if I am having the data in one computer, I am going to share all the data to all my other computers. Okay, so if I am not having any connections in this computer, or if this computer is getting crashed, okay, suppose the computer 3 is getting crashed, then the data is already in the safest mode in all the other 3 computers. I can take the data which I have been already shared through other computers. For example, if another computer is getting crashed out, this computer is getting crashed out, still we are having another 2 computers to take our data very easily to store in other devices. So this is called as reliability. So through the network we can share our data to many computers to save our information in safest manner. So again I'm reading the definition. So reliability means to keep the copy of the file in 2 or more different machines. So if one of them is unavailable due to some hardware crash or any other problem, so other copy can be used for our further reference. Hope you all understand this reliability topic. The next advantage is cost factor. So the cost factor means it greatly reduces the cost since the data, that means the resources, can be shared. Okay, for example, if I'm having my computer and sharing my email addresses for my online meeting to all the other computers available on the network, I can do this within a fraction of time. Okay, and within a fraction of time also I can use to share these data, and it makes me to reduce the cost being used in the network. Okay, so that's why it is said that advantages is coming under the cost factor. The main advantage is the cost factor. So it reduces the cost as because the resources can be shared at a fraction of time. Okay, so next topic is communication medium. So this is the main thing for what we are using the networking. Yes, So network enables seamless communication through emails. So we are using the emails and instant messaging like WhatsApp, right? So instant messaging, video calls. Okay, for what we are using this? We are connecting the people globally. Connecting people globally. Okay, for what we are using these emails, instant messaging and video calls? To connect with peoples globally. So this is called as a communication medium. Okay, so one can send messages and whatever the changes at one end are done can be immediately noticed at the other. For example, if you are making any messages, the instant messaging, we can edit our messages. Okay, if we edit the messages which is already sent, then it can be able to reflect on the other end also. So we can immediately notice the changes on the other end of the network. So that's called as communication medium. Okay, hope you all understand the topic of advantages very well. Let us now talk about the types of network. So there are several types of network is available and each is serving for different purposes. So the first type is PAN, which stands for Personal Area Network, and next one is LAN, which stands for Local Area Network, and MAN, which stands for Metropolitan Area Network, and WAN stands for Wide Area Network. Understand? So let us see all those things line by line. The first one is Personal Area Network. Okay, so it covers the individual's workspace. Okay, it covers individual workspace. For example, if we are connecting your computer to a mobile phone, if you are connecting a computer to your mobile phone to share some data. Okay, for example, if you are connecting like this by using the data cable, you all know about data cable, right? So data cable, through the data cable we can share the data. We can share the data. We can share any pictures or any videos, images, etc, etc. So by using the data cable we can share the data in between your phone and computer, or else from computer to your mobile phone through the cable, or else you can use the Bluetooth connection. Okay, by using the Bluetooth connection also you can share the data. Okay, but for this Bluetooth connection the wires are not required. So the wires are not required. So let us come to the topic. So the Personal Area Network is computer network organized around what? Individual person. It is organized around the individual person and it generally covers a range of less than 10 meters. See here, it covers the range of less than 10 meters. So very important thing to note that PAN covers less than 10 meters. Okay, so the personal area networks can be constructed by using the cable or wirelessly. I have already said you the cable. Through the cable means we can use the data cable. What I have said you before. Okay, so by using the data cable we can share the data in between your computers and the mobile phone, or one mobile phone to another mobile phone for any purpose, for any sharing the resources, and we can use it wirelessly by using the Bluetooth connection. Okay, hope you all understand this topic very well. This is the basic personal area network and it covers up to 10 meters or less than 10 meters. Okay, within the 10 meters we can connect the Bluetooth to printer, our desktop PC, our laptop, our mouse and personal digital assistant, mobile phone, etc, etc. Okay, so the next one is LAN. So LAN stands for Local Area Network. So it is a network that is confined to relatively small area. Okay, so it connects devices within the small geographical area like a home or office. Okay, it is fast and secure. It is fast and secure, and we can connect our home or office. Okay, home or office or any school lab, etc. So it is generally limited to a geographical area such as a school lab. You know how much space you are having that lab in the school lab. So within that we can form it is called as local area network. Or inside the office, the whole connection inside the office encovers the local area network. So it encovers up to one building in the office. So it is generally privately owned. Okay, it is generally privately owned networks over a distance not more than 5 kilometers. So it does not goes more than 5 kilometers. Okay, so that's your local area network. So the hardware as well as the software resources are shared through the local area network. Okay, for example, if you are sharing any hardware resources or any software resources, we can share it here. And in local area network, one computer is designated as file server, which stores all the software that can be shared by other computers attached to the network. Okay, so here one computer is acting as a server. Okay, and it stores what? It stores all the software that can be shared by other computers. So all the other computers on the networks are connected with this computer. That's your server. Okay, so computers are connected to the server and it is called as workstation. Sometimes the question might be asked, what is mean by workstation? So the computers are connected to the server. So we are having the laboratory. So all the computers will be connected to one server computer. That is called as a what? Workstation. Together it is called as a workstation. Hope you all understand what is local area network. See here, this is your file sharing local server. So under the local server we are having what? This is the internet connection. Through this our router is there to share what? To share the network in between these printers and from other computers to and from the other computers. So this is how your local network will be. So all the computers are connected with each other like this: PC1, PC2, PC3 and PC4, etc, etc. So the next comes the MAN, which is Metropolitan Area Network. So it covers the city or large campus, bridging multiple lands within the area. So what is metropolitan area? This is called as multiple lands. Multiple lands. So we are having more local area networks built to form a metropolitan area network. Okay, so metropolitan area network is what? It is a networks cover a group of nearby corporate offices or a city, and it might be either private or public. So it uncovers a city, or it uncovers what? Group of nearby corporate offices. Okay, so either it can be owned private or it can be a public one. So it refers to the network that is spread over the area as big as the city. Okay, so it is spreading over the city. So like this, the small local area networks. So the group of local area network is forming the MAN. The group of local area networks is forming the metropolitan area networks, which uncovers the city. So the next one is WAN, which is wide area network. So these are the networks which spans the large geographical areas. Okay, it uncovers the large geographical areas. Okay, so this is the network which uncovers the large geographical areas and which connects multiple lands. Okay, this is also connecting the multiple LANs, that means local area networks. This internet is the biggest example of WAN. Okay, the internet is the biggest example of WAN. So example, if you are asking what is the biggest example of WAN, that is your internet. So the internet is made with what? Multiple LANs. This WAN is made with multiple LANs. So let us read this. These are the networks spread over the large distances, say across the countries or even the continents, through cabling or satellite uplinks called as WAN. Okay, so this connection is across the countries or even the continents, and we can connect them through cable or else we can connect through satellite. Okay, that's called as wide area network. So the group of multiple LANs is called as WANs. So it can even be a group of LANs that are spread across the several locations and they are connected together. This is the example of WAN is internet. The best example for WAN is internet. So it facilitates fast and efficient exchange of information at lesser cost and the higher speeds. Okay, so we are using this now. So it is very fast, and what we are using is very efficient for exchanging of information at lesser cost, and the speed is very high. So the largest WAN, which I have said you in the previous slide, is what? Internet. Okay, so this is your wide area network diagram. So see this picture. So these are your LANs. So small things is called local area network, and this small LAN makes what? It makes the metropolitan area networking in the cities, and this MANs is providing what? It is called as WANs, and this MANs is providing MANs. So these are the things how it is getting interconnected. So the small LAN is getting interconnected with each other to form MAN, and again this LAN is getting interconnected with each other to form a WAN. Okay. So these are the wireless technologies we are using here. See here, this is PAN, which is your personal area networking. See this diagram, and this is your local area network. This is your smallest network, PAN, and the next largest network is LAN. The next largest network is MAN, and the very biggest network is wide area networking. So these are the standards which is given here, and the speed, standards, range and applications. You can go a view of it. So when coming to the difference between LAN and WAN, so these are the important differences. So they might ask you in the 2-mark questions. So the LAN spreads over a small area and WAN spreads over a large area. Okay, so the second point under the LAN is it usually costs less to set it up. Okay, but it costs higher to set it up. And the third point is it is usually a single network, but it is usually the network of many networks, that is called as wide area networks. Make a note of this. So that's all from the today's video. Hope you all understand this video. So let us see on the next video with new topic under the computer networking. Until then, study well. Thank you.